Greetings and salutations, and I'm here with more Hearthstone. I recorded this earlier on using a different layout, and they didn't have all the card reveal. This one has all the card reveals, so you won't even see the previous episode. Deleted it already. So I first talked about how City Chief Esho does not interact with Chromatus and Magma like it should. Now it is working as intended, but if it buffs the basic creature, it should also buff all the appendages so long as they share a tribe with it. City Chief Esho buffs Chromatus, but does not buff Chromatus's heads, which are all dragons. Which doesn't make any sense. But if you are a shaman and you're playing elementals or another tribe and you have them out there, and you, so long as it's not the totem tribe, this is kind of the point I'm getting across. If you are playing elementals and you have totems out there and you play City Chief Esho, it also buffs your totems, even though they're not part of the tribe, because it says buffs minions, all your minions wherever they are, battlefield, hand, deck. Thing is considering the heads of Chromatus and the appendages of Magma are part of the original creature, shouldn't they also get the +2/+2 because you are narrowed down to a tribe? That was my question. I've posted it on the forums, and there's been mixed reviews back and forth. It's like, it should get it, but it doesn't. I think it should. I think City Chief Esho should help maybe bump up those play metrics, but nobody's really playing it right now, even though you could make a Dragon Paladin, you could make a Beast Hunter. Anyway, get into the new cards. Bashana Rune Totem, you get 3 2/2 treants to carve 12 mana worth of nature spells into them, which means you're guaranteed to get 3, maybe one of them will cost to have a 0-cost Innervate. It's a 1 cost for a treant. Yeah, it plays into the whole treant synergy of the previous, what's it's called? Splintered Reality. Because they are treants, you can get the extra treant bonus there. But you'd feel pretty bad if you got like Life Cycle, depending on if you can direct where this goes. And how does it interact with Muradin's spell? Because Muradin's is based on how many times you've attacked. Does it come out as a 9-mana spell? Does it come out as a lower cost spell? Where's the clarification? There isn't one. So I remain unconvinced on this one. It's a 7-mana 4/4. Yeah, you get 3 more that are 2/2s. You're technically getting, 10/10 worth of stats at turn 10, but are you really going to fire off all 3 treants on the same turn? Unlikely. It's too slow on turn 10 to do something like this. Turn 7, you might want to use it as like value engine for Druid. Seems a little weird, but you might. 2 mana, 2-use location. Give a minion +2 health and taunt. It falls asleep until the end of your next turn. Now, the interesting part about this is it says give a minion. So let's say you swing face with a whole bunch of stuff. The enemy has a big minion that you know is going to come on board and come online next turn. And you want a way to fix that so that doesn't happen. So you, right after you swing face, you can give it +2 health and taunt. And make it fall asleep. That way they can't use it next turn. Could potentially save your life played offensively. You can also play it defensively after you've swung, give a minion health, give it taunt. Then it no longer has that aggressive, you can use it as a defensive measure. It's an interesting card. I like it. I think it's going to see its way into a few decks. You might be able to slot this into a Marithra deck. It might actually fit well in there because you're going to want a beefier minion. You can also use it offensively. Like they have a big minion that you don't want them to swing with. You put it to sleep. I like it. Life Bloom, 9 mana, restore 8 health to all friendly characters and summon 2 random 8-cost minions. It is a nature spell, which means you can get it for 7 if you play Horn of Plenty. You can randomly get that for 7 mana with Horn of Plenty. But would you be happy restoring 8 health to all friendly characters? What are the chances your minions are hurt but not dead? Especially on turn 9. Would you be happy dropping 9 mana for 2 8-cost minions? Average 8-cost minion isn't bad. You could potentially get 2 of the mechs that have Death Rattle gain 8 armor. It's not hateful. It's another one of those that you might see one of in, like, again, Marithra Druid. Not gonna see a lot of it, I don't think. It's an okay card, though. I've already talked about Wizened Wildspeaker, Chairbound Wildspeaker here. Because you're not going to take a turn off. You're not going to take turn 4 off to play this, to battle cry it out. Now, if you top deck him later, so you're drawing for turn and you all of a sudden pull Wizened Wildspeaker, you didn't play anything last turn for a minion because you didn't have a minion because you had spells, and you did your swing, you played some spells, and then you were like, okay, well, I don't have anything. He can kind of help out, but really, are you going to need that 3 mana late game? Not so much. Now, what would be really cool is if it said taunt for every damage he takes, refresh that many mana crystals next turn. So you would have like temporary mana crystals higher, and then you just bump him down to like a 3/4. That way he can take a maximum of 4. Yeah, it would allow you to turbo something out. Remains to be seen. I don't think anybody's really going to play this that much. You might see it in like an aggressive druid deck, maybe. You know, they bottle rocket all their minions out there, you know, by turn 3. Turn 4, they don't have any minions. They hero power, swing face. They top deck him on 5, play him, get 3 mana crystals after they've done something. There's potential, but I don't see it. Seeding Dragon, 4/4 for 4, taunt, Death Rattle, get a random dragon, it costs 2 less. Yes, get a random dragon, because I really want to be playing my druid and get an Anexia. That won't help me. Or I want to be playing my druid and get another Marithra that now costs, what, 7 instead of 9? I'm sorry, 6 instead of 8. There you go. It's an okay card, 4 mana 4/4 taunt. You know, take a look at Flutterwing Guardian. It's a 4 mana 4/4 Divine Shield taunt. Imbue your hero power. People still play it. I think this is going to see play on pretty much almost every deck. It's going to almost be like an auto include. Yeah, I don't think you're going to see Dragon Druid, but it's going to be almost like an auto include. It's like just a good all around card, value generator, value engine for Druid. Heartroot Stones. Draw a card and gain 3 armor. If you didn't play a minion last turn, do it again. So now that made Wizened Wildspeaker better. You play this on 4, draw a card, gain 3, draw it, gain another 3. 6 armor for 3 mana, not bad. Not bad rate. It's also a nature spell, so you could potentially get this off of Horn of Plenty. Yep. You can also get it off Farseer Woe. You can also get it off Daydreaming Pixie. So bear that in mind. All of these nature spells, these are all going in a nature pool for Daydreaming Pixie. So that might become a card that you have to watch out for in the near future. Ashworm, 1 mana, starts dormant, awaken when your board is full, awaken. So Everbloom Druid on crack. Because you can't target it, you can play 2 of them. You can then you can get all of your stuff out there and then play you play your quest. Right? You can start playing minions out there, almost fill your board, drop your quest, play your minion. Now you got your first quest done, and now your board still opens up and you have 2 of these. And you could just kind of curve right into that, and then you finish it off and just laugh at everybody. You can play Wicker Fang. 2 of these and a Wicker Fang, and oh look, your board's full. Blizzard? Are we home? It's like one of them whole, McFly, get a grip. Wake up, McFly. Are you there? Hello? Or Yago and, Jafar, get a grip. Same thing. Blizzard, get a grip. Like, stop day drinking. Please, I beg of you. It's not healthy. But this is one of the problems I have. I would love to talk to Blizzard about this. Talia Earthstrider, your cards that summon animal companions summon Warren more this game. You battle cry her. You now get like 2 Huffers potentially, or 2 Leox instead of 1. Which makes Brawl... I have got to turn my nose hair. It's itchy. Which makes Brawl Bear Mantle marginally better, but not infinitely better. I mean, you can almost see a world where you would want to play like Neria the Crater, Talia, Brawl, and then confront the Tol'vir and a whole bunch of cheap 1-mana cards. There's potential there, maybe. I think it's okay. Might see some play out of it. 4 mana Wasteland Vanguard. Battlecry, deal 3 damage, split among all enemies. If any die, deal 3 more. That's just disgusting. A 4 mana potential board clear. If it catches it right. It's against all enemies too. So that could potentially go face. Roam free. Replace your future animal companions with random beasts that cost 2 more. Choose 1 to summon. Now see, this is where I had an issue. Oh my God, this nose is so itchy. Where I had the issue was, you're getting a random beast that costs 2 more. I think the highest cost beast outside of Ultra Gigasaur is Goldrin, which is 9. So if your Huffer starts at 4, I think it starts at 4, it might be 3. If Huffer starts at 3, and you play 2 of the 1-mana card that we've already seen from the original, I know everybody's seen it already. You play those, that now it's 5. You play this, it's 7. You don't want to go over, because if you go over, now you've got a problem. Because then you're just locked into Ultra Gigasaurs all the time. And that kind of devalues it. But the pool of random beasts is kind of terrible. So this potentially could go wrong. It could be a menace, but it could also be very, very bad. Migrating Elec. Taunt, Battlecry. Well, this also can work for... This one right here can work for Quest Hunter. It's a 3-attack minion. Taunt, Battlecry. Replace your future animal companions with random beasts that cost 1 more. And there might be some sauce to this. I mean, there might be some real cool stuff that you can do with Hunter. Might give him another archetype outside of Dragon. Magmaw needs to really... Well, actually, wait a minute. If you get to 7, you could play Magmaw as one of your animal companions. Okay. He is a beast. It's a 7-mana beast. Nurturing Nature. Give a friendly beast 2/2. Give a random beast in your hand 2/2. It's not bad. It's okay. I mean, you're getting 4/4. I got 2 beasts. You give 1 that's targeted, 1 is random. It's okay. Tame Pet. That's the one we were talking about. Now that right there with Neri would go nuts because you procs twice. And then after Neri, you could play it with Tol'vir. Confront the Tol'vir. So you Neri, Tame Pet, procs twice, Tame Pet, procs twice, confront the Tol'vir, potentially 4. Spirit Speaker, Battlecry, choose an animal companion to summon. Now that's just disgusting. Because now it's replace your beasts with random ones, and now you get to choose one. That's kind of crazy. Hunter's looking kind of good, not gonna lie. On to Mage. Mage is looking kind of sad. Arcanomicon. You got your ley lines. You choose, and this is increase the ley line effects. So get all 2 ley lines. It says get all 3, but this one wrote get all 2. But you get to upgrade them. So Leywalker. Battlecry. Your ley lines cost 1 less this game. Death Rattle. Get a random ley line. Okay, there's something there. Okay, so the ley lines are their own standalone cards. I was worried about that because it's like if the Arcanomicon didn't do anything, you would be furious. But now you've got Leywalker for 3. If Battle Cries, they cost 1 less. It makes it kind of cheaper, so this is nice. You get 2 of these. You play both of them, you're talking, this is now 2 mana deal 4. Nobody's playing this at 4 mana. I'm just going to say that right now. Nobody's playing this for 4 mana. None. Because if you're playing this for 4 mana, you're drunk. I'm taking your keys. You are walking home. Because you had the Shatter card that's now a 4 mana. Like the 4 mana Shatter card, one of them is 4 mana targeted 4 damage to something, including face. And the other one is 2 damage to everything. So why would you play this for 4 when you could play those for 4 each? And when they come together, it's basically do 6 to face. Yeah, nobody's going to play this for 4. Playing this for 2 from the Laywalkers? Maybe. Maybe. Surge Needle. Your ley lines trigger an additional time this game. Okay, now the mage has got some sauce. Mage is going to be busted. If you can get both Surge Needles, think about this, because you can add Calic to this. Calic exists. You get your Surge Needles. Even if you play 1, you're now getting 8 damage on the other one, the 4 mana one. You're now getting 8 damage from it from Surge Needle. If you play both of these, you're now getting 12 damage. And you're getting random ley lines. The Laywalker gives you a random ley line. This one summons a random 6-cost minion. That'll summon 3 with Surge Needle. I've already got a deck going. Leyline with Khadgar and Calic. You play Khadgar, you play Crystallized Leyline, especially if you've already played 2 Laywalkers. Whoops. Especially if you've already played 2 Laywalkers. The Leyline now costs 4. Crystallized Leyline now costs 4. Khadgar, play this. Your Surge Needles have already battle cried. You now get an entire board full of 6 costs for 4 mana. Because Khadgar says summon an additional. That would summon 2, and then 3 with the 2 Surge Needles. Are the Surge Needles elementals? No, they're just Surge Needle. They're a 4/3 minion, though. Can't really hate it. 4/3 for 3? 4? 4. And it's this game, so the Leyline Mage might actually become a thing. So yeah, this is looking better. That makes this absolutely nutty. Draw 3, discount by 2, discount by 1? For 2 mana? 2 mana draw 3? Gross. Mystic Runesaber, elusive, 2 mana, 2/3. Battlecry, increase the effects of your ley lines by 1 this game. Yep. Mage went from bottom of the barrel to they no longer need help. They are going to become a very toxic class after the 5th. I am making a mage deck, and I am getting it ready for this, and I am going to just dump on people. I'm going to ley line some cable all over some people. This is ridiculous. Erator the Redeemer. Depending on how the rest of this set looks right here for him, I would not play Erator. You could potentially, I said this in the other video that I had to delete, you could potentially play Gen, because then you're getting 2 of the Silver Hands that cost 1 mana, so you figure 2-to-1 ratio, not bad. That come out as 1/1s, but when you talk about the weapon, which is all the way down at the end, which is 5 mana, that weapon makes them 2/2s and then 3/3s respectively. So if you think about it, 2 3/3s for 1 mana. On turn 6, you do that. They become 2 6/6 taunts. If you've already played both weapons, but obviously you won't. Divine Shield, 3/1. After this loses Divine Shield, give your Silver Hand recruits 1 health this game. Okay. Still looking like a Gen deck. This plus 2 health, that makes them basically 1/3s. Get copies of all friendly minions that died this game, or this turn. Give them 3/3. Charity, huh? It's not a holy spell. That's a good thing. Because if it was a holy spell, we would be having problems, because then you could play Charity with the 5 mana beast that exists in Paladin that says play a holy spell at the end of the turn. Yeah. Now you're talking, that's disgusting. But getting copies of all friendly minions that died this turn, you could see this being played in a lot of decks already. Like, think about it. Think about how broken that would be. Gelbin on 8. You trade Gelbin in, he dies. Charity, Gelbin. Why? This card needs to be nerfed. Nerfed. Brash Battlemaster. Rush, Death Rattle, give your Silverhand recruits 1 attack this game. Still looking like a Gen deck. I would make a Gen deck with Brash Battlemaster, the other one, and Erator. Teamwork, so I'm going to get 4 Silverhand recruits. There you go. This is looking like a Gen, hand buff Paladin. Cool. Convalescence, summon 2 1/1 Silverhand recruits with Divine Shield. Yeah, making a Gen deck. I'm telling you, with Gen, it's crazy. Yeah, there's some even, some odd, but Gen would go nuts in this deck. Because then you're just summoning so many. Emboldening Blade, Battlecry, give your Silverhand recruits 1/1 this game. So if you figure your 2 Battlemasters die, the 2 Divine Shield people die, you're looking at 3 3s. Wait, did it say die or was that Battlecry? After it loses Divine Shield. Oh, that's nuts. You could, oh boy. You play Resilient Savior, right? You ping it, it loses a Divine Shield. You then give it Divine Shield. You ping it, it loses Divine Shield. Rinse, repeat. It's unlimited 1 health stacking. Literal unlimited 1 health stacking, because it just says after it loses Divine Shield. It doesn't say for the first time. It says all. So that's kind of crazy. Cultivating Sprite we knew. Casting 3 random spells. And I believe that's all of them. So this is kind of a crazy timeline reveal. I mean, Mage looks a lot better. When they teased it and they just showed the Arcanomicon and the ley lines, that looked terrible. Like, it looked terrible, like they just didn't care about Mage. And then looking at this here, this is going to give Paladins a different archetype. I can see it. Because people are going to want to play, like, Muster for Battle for this, and then they're going to want to play, like, Teamwork, Convalescence, or whatever. There's potential with the Paladin set, too. And, of course, the Cultivating Sprite, I don't see that really being that big. Because think about it, right? You play it on 3, you get a bulb that casts 3 random spells. Nature spells. Or 3 random 1-cost spells. I mean, it's kind of like Gorgon Zormu, but it's now a spell version of Gorgon Zormu. It's a mini Yogg. So you wait till 8 and then you play it and hope that you get something, or you wait until 10 and hope the Typhoon doesn't ruin it. And then you get a Story of Amara and something else. Kind of cool. I don't know. After seeing all the cards, I think Druid got some of the weakest. Aside from Seeding Dragon and Heartroot Stones. I mean, Heartroot Stones is still kind of meh if you played a creature. Ashworm seems kind of busted for Aggro Druid. But, you know, Tranquil Clearing and Seeding Dragon, those 2 alone seem kind of really good. But I think they got the weakest set of the bunch. I think Hunter's probably okay with what they've got. Seems pretty good. Mage set is crazy. Mage set is absolutely crazy. I mean, so long as you get this and this, you're set. You don't even need the Mystic Runesaber. If you manage to get all 3 of these pieces early on, forget it. Game over. Find a new enemy, because it's just done. Paladin set, I'm sorry, but Paladin just did not need anything else. I'm going to say it right now. Paladin set should have been replaced with Warlock. Warlock is in a bad spot. And unless they actually give buffs or do some sort of event where Warlock gets access to more cards that don't suck, Warlock is just going to be unplayable right after the mini set, right after these class sets. Warlock's just going to be unplayable. It'll be the only class unplayable. Everybody will be back to playing Mage. You're still going to have Control Priest. You're going to have Paladin. People are going to play Druid and Hunter. You're going to see their win rates obviously start changing. But yet, nobody, I'm telling you, and that is the entire set right there, all 29 cards. Which is insane. like mage needed help, so they're getting help. That's cool. I like this whole ley line idea now that I've seen the rest of it. Hunter, it's okay. I mean, you have Dragon Hunter already, you have Quest Hunter, you have Face Hunter. There's 3 varieties. This gives them something else to play around, which is cool. Druid has Aggro Druid and Marithra Druid, and this just kind of plays into Aggro and Marithra. Paladin didn't need anything because they have Shatter Paladin, Aura Paladin, End of Turn Paladin, and now they're going to have Silver Hand Paladin. Why does Paladin need a 4th archetype? Meanwhile, you look at Warlock and they have Egglock, gotta watch out for that Egglock. I mean, Rogue has Sinestra. DK at least has Aggro DK and Herald DK. But Rogue has Imbue or Sinestra. Imbue or Herald. Demon Hunter has no minion or Herald. Warrior has Dragon Warrior, Arena Warrior, Patron Warrior, which Patron Warrior is nothing more than just the Blaze Warrior, effectively. Herald Warrior, they've got 4 archetypes. Warlock has Egg Warlock. Awesome. And its win rate is pathetic. And yes, I am on HS Replay to get this full list. But that's it. I mean, like I said, I think the Mage got one of the strongest sets this time around coming up. I'm looking forward to it because it's going to make Mage a whole lot more fun. Even though some of this stuff is random, it's still going to make Mage a whole lot more fun. A lot more fun than they used to be. Right now you have Quest Mage. Well played. Anyhow, I hope everybody has a fantastic evening, wonderful tomorrow, and as always, have a good one.